Hello everybody, I am Mike from the Rewatch Project podcast, and I am back with another edition of Front Row, these live music performance reaction videos, and I'm back in the wonderful world of one Elvis, Aaron Presley, as I continue on through the rather splendid 1972 concert film documentary Elvis On Tour. Before getting into that though, just a quick reminder that I do pause these songs, I do talk over them, that is how I choose to react, it is what it is. I would strongly urge you, however, that if you have not heard these songs or indeed seen this concert film before, that you watch it in its entirety from an officially sanctioned source before I spoil it by talking all over it. I would not want this to be your first experience of hearing this music. Also, please do check out the other content on this channel, including the Rewatch Project with Hannah and Mike, the podcast where we go back and rewatch some of our favourite film and television franchises, in addition to the other film, TV, music and general pop culture related goodness that cohabits this here channel. Likes and subscribes are also very much appreciated, as are donations via PayPal, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. I mentioned before that I'm very, very appreciative of any donations anyone has. We've had a few come in recently, and thank you so much for all of those. Really, the big priority for the channel at the moment is software. Our software licenses for the editing stuff that we use and the software we use to do thumbnails, that's all up, and we have to pay for it again, and it's a tricky time of year, so any support people can give us would really just help ensure that there's no break in programming. Right, so Elvis on Tour, really enjoying this. Again, as a novice, as somebody who doesn't really know Elvis beyond the top level, well-known songs, getting into some of the deep cuts and some of these performances I've never seen before has been a tremendously gratifying experience. So yeah, we are 22 minutes into a 90-minute concert movie. We've had behind the scenes, we've had rehearsal footage, we've had studio footage, and of course the centerpiece of this is the really quite remarkable live performance, which hopefully we're going to get more of today. So let's see what this next installment of Elvis On Tour from 1972 has for us. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music.
Great vibe.
See, the ladies are insane, and they sure know how
Alley
to
Cat.
use it. Hey, don't abuse it, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I never went to England.
Oh. I'm just going to pause there for a moment. It's just dripping, isn't it, this song, with sensuality and kind of, like I say, this sort of feline, almost predatory slinkiness to it. Great little sort of guitar parts there as well, and the bass is just moving things along as well, and Ronnie Tutt has just brought the drums in now as well. Let's go back a little bit here. This is
How to use it. Hey, don't abuse it, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles.
nice.
So I headed for Las Vegas, only made it out to Needles. I got to feel it, must be near. Oh, it feels so good, Lord, feels so good. Well, I've never been to heaven.
Ooh,
But I've been
look at his face.
to home.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Well, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. In Oklahoma, from Arizona, well, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Okay, I'm going to stop there for a moment. Some of my very favourite things are happening here. I've come to realise there's many aspects to Elvis, but there's certain things he does that I really respond to, and many of them are happening here. First of all, the song. It's funny, I don't know if it was intentional, but obviously, Elvis, I mean, he was in the army, so he was in Germany, but he wasn't really a terribly well-travelled person. And I've heard stuff about why that might be to do with the Colonel, and he's talking about all these places he's never been, but these cultural elements that he knows and enjoys, the food, the music, talking about different European locations and England as well. So there's that. But then there's the actual musical performance as well. And the music, first of all, like I say, it's this very slinky kind of R&B thing, but it's really slowed down. So it gives it this mysterious, prowling quality. And each time it does that great thing. This is one of the many things I love about this, where that Elvis does, where the music will stop and he'll start singing, and then the music will follow him back in. It gives him a very commanding role in the song, but also is great from the perspective of an audience because you're waiting for it. So you get that satisfaction of it delivering. It's a little bit like, you can roll a ball down an incline and for sure that it's going to drop. A bit like, the mousetrap game. And there's a satisfaction with watching the machinery and the clockwork come to this inevitable point of completion. And that's happening musically here. This idea that Elvis is stopping the music so it's just him, and the inevitability of the music following him, because that's how we've been programmed to understand how music works, but also the inevitability because of Elvis's powerful role in the music, the fact that he's the center of gravity and everything is there, like that exoplanets thing that I talked about in one of my recent videos. But also it does that thing where Elvis takes it up a little bit more, and I love it when Elvis has these moments. This is where I think you really get the true humanity of Elvis in a performance, and I'll rewind it and show you the moment here where there's a little bit of not anxiety, but we know that Elvis was somebody who had a really complicated relationship with the stage and was humble but confident and underconfident. He was a complex person who contained multitudes. And what I love here is, which some of my favourite Elvis performances have had, is that moment where he realises how good he is, or remembers, or reasserts, where there'll be anxiety or nerves or whatever you want to call it, and then there'll be a moment where he's like, all right, boys and girls, we've got this, I've got this, here we go. And it's tremendously satisfying to see. Watch him here. The power. Watch him on the left here. That's a slight smile. The eyes. Beautiful women in the group. Don't mean that piggishly, just there is. Oh, the arrangement. You've got the guitar solo and then you've got the horns off. Perfect. Bass line holding and rhythm section holding everything down. Horns. Great rhythm. And of course the drums. Physicality as well, the way he moves, so engaging. Oh. Pause there a second. I'm going to go back again as well. I'm just really enjoying this song. Is the stabs of the horn section as well. The way that the da 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 da, it'll have these little horn licks that he'll only introduce in the final chorus or later. So it's like the song's great and it's building, but there's always something more. He's like, yeah, I got this too. Really amazing. Offsetting of the rhythm is just tremendous. So all the little different riffs that the horn sections do. Keep changing them up. He's just lost in the music. These horn stabs that change. Power. Wow. It's like every song from this concert so far has been my favourite. I'm like, no, this one's my favourite. And every song feels like it's climactic. You know, it's like every song for anybody else would be the end of the show. But that's the show. Every song is played here. You know, amazing. Can't wait to get to the next part. I'm loving breaking this up and watching it this way. And when it's all done, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch it all in one go as well, just for the pure enjoyment of it and not be having to, you know, calibrate the conversation. But no, really loving this. Quick reminder, really appreciate feedback. It's what makes this all worthwhile. Donations via PayPal, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. Check out all the other film, TV, music and general pop culture related goodness on this channel. I'll see you out there in the comments page. All the best.